The movie begins with a woman named Lenora, who goes out for jogging on the track early in the morning, wearing a tracksuit, where her husband Christine is waiting for her in a van under a tree. As Lenora passes by jogging, her husband angrily starts the van and drives it at high speed and runs over her from behind. Now the story changes frequently, and a scene from the past is shown where an intelligence officer is telling his daughter the story of a murder. He says that he can't stop thinking about the case which happened 3 days ago, and while telling the story, it is shown in the background when one night Lenora is sleeping with her husband, and at 3 o'clock in the night, Christine's mobile starts ringing, due to which Christine and Lenora wake up. Now Lenora has to go to her husband. Lenora gets suspicious and insists on checking the mobile, while Christine lies continuously. In a fit of rage, Lenora snatches the mobile from Christine's hand, which angers Christine, and she hits the mobile on the wall. Next morning is shown where Christine, who is the owner of a construction company, on the other hand, Lenora, who is a famous singer, ignores her career and spends most of her time with her son John. Lenora returns home while jogging and says sorry to him that she wants to call off the fight tomorrow evening, and says that today I will take John to school. Christine gets happy and hides her broken mobile in Court's pocket. Next scene shows that Christine reaches the construction site, where she is with her friend. Peter meets him and asks him about the secret deal. Now Christine starts looking for Jania, who is an architect, and meets her secretly on one floor of the building. Jania tells Christine that he had sent a message at night, in response to which Christine says that he could not read this message due to the presence of his wife. Now Jania angrily tells Christine that she will have to choose either her wife or me. Christine tries to calm her down, but Jania leaves from there in despair. On the other side, Lenora is dropping John to school, then a stop Meta, who is John's friend, beats him in the car. Now Lenora sees both of them smiling and talking on the backseat. Then she starts thinking that both of them are just friends. After dropping them to school, Lenora reaches a car service station when, while returning home, Lenora receives a package card from a secret agency, through which she tries to gain access to Christian's phone records. As soon as she reaches home, she starts checking Xania's profile while looking at Christine's friend list. She sees Xania and her husband's pictures, in which both of them look very happy. Lenora develops more doubts about her husband. In the next scene, it is shown that Lenora has to go to a party in her husband's office, for which she is preparing herself. At the same time, Christine returns from office. Lenora tries to attract him for romance by holding his hand. Christine, without getting attracted, excuses her to go to the washroom. In the next scene, a party scene is shown in Christine's office, where Christine and Peter are seen with glasses of wine in their hands. The two men praise Janie a lot, due to which Lenora is very jealous, and Xania is shown, who is dressed in red, and meets Christine and Peter kissing them on the cheek. After a while, it is shown that everyone is enjoying the party, while on the other side, Christine and Jania secretly go to the second floor, and Lenora also goes upstairs following them. Now the scene of the next morning is shown where Christian meets one of his colleagues, Masayakin, who is preparing fireworks for a festival. While talking to Kristen about his life, Kim says that he wants to break up with Lenora. In response, Kim tells him that Lenora is good and you should be honest with her, and honesty is a good habit. Now as soon as Christine reaches her home, she sits with Lenora on the sofa. Before she can say this, Lenora asks her if she is having an affair with anyone. When Christine says no, he sticks to his lie. Lenora tells him that she saw him having sex with Jania the evening of the party. Christine remains silent. Lenora angrily shouts that she has risked 2 years of her career for her sick son. Lenora threatens Christine that if she divorces her, she will report to the police about how Christine fraudulently manipulated the company's stock and made money for herself. To protect herself, Lenora exposes Christine as a fraud. A little later, Christine is seen meeting her friend Peter at his construction site, and he also meets Jania at the same place and lies to her to convince her that he is his wife. Now Xenia tells her that she will introduce her to her parents soon. Next day scene is shown where Christine goes to meet an old friend of Xenia's, while his wife Lenora is spying on her and follows her in her car. Now Christine meets Cassandra, where Cassandra tells her that Lenora is not that kind of a person, and tells her about Lenora's ex-husband, that he died in a dangerous accident. Now Christine calls Sonia to get more information, that Lenora is considered to be the main reason behind ex-husband's death, which was also confirmed by her music teacher, while Lenora is keeping an eye on her, and standing behind her she listens to everything. After a while, it is shown that Christine goes to Xenia's house to meet her parents, and Lenora is watching them from a distance. And then when he reaches home, he starts talking to Lenora lovingly, whereas Lenora's bloody stool is promiscuous and they have a huge fight. Lenora claims the house and throws Christine's handbag out and pushes her out. Then in the next scene, Christian is seen going somewhere in his car, and in a fit of rage, he plans to kill Lenora. Christian replaces his car with a white van from his company and waits for Lenora silently in the winter. Lenora goes out for jogging on her track, wearing a tracksuit. As soon as she passes by, Christine starts the car and drives fast and runs over her from behind. From there, he goes straight to his office and keeps himself busy in work so that everyone can think that Christine worked all night in the office. Now, when Christine comes back home, Christian is seen driving a car in front of him. When he returns, he finds his son in a troubled state and starts crying while taking a shower. However, to get mental peace, he starts drinking alcohol. Suddenly, Lenora enters the house from behind. Christine is shocked to see this. Lenora makes her feel as if she does not know anything and starts telling her about her new track jogging today. Here, Christine realizes that she has killed someone else. In the next scene, it can be seen that when he starts sleeping on the bed, Christine tells Lenora that he still wants to spend his life with her. Now, the scene of the next morning is shown where the news is received that a mother of 3 children has been killed in an accident. Some more people gather there, and they are inspecting the place. Now it is shown that during a party, 2 intelligence officers come to Christine's house to investigate. When Christian comes and asks him about the murder, Christian replies that he was busy working in his office that day. After a while, Christian reaches the well where he had committed the murder. He sees that under a tree, some beads have been lit as a memento where the children have kept some things. Now Christian learns from a news channel that the murderer has fled the country, so he goes back to his home. Now Lenora suspects that her package card was used on the day of the murder. She goes to the agent to get the package card checked, from where she gets the footage, which makes Lenora know that in reality Lenora was the one who became Christine's target that day. Lenora gets very scared after knowing this. Now when Christine returns home, she understands that something is wrong here. Christian starts saying something to Lenora, but Lenora does not listen to him. Before that, she calls the agent. During that time, Christine takes the mobile from Lenora's hand and, changing the topic, tells the agent that we need information about the number plate of this car. Taking advantage of the situation, Nora immediately runs out of the house. Christine tries hard to stop her, but she leaves from there. After this, it is shown that Christine calls Xenia, but Xenia does not respond. On the other hand, agents of the Kufia agency reach her house to collect more information. After this, in the next scene, it is shown that Lenora and Christine meet for dinner in a restaurant, where Nora tells Christine that she will not tell anyone about her crime, but the condition is that Christine has to first end her relationship with Xenia and then kill her because she is feeling unsafe with her. While Christine replies that she will not tell anyone about her crime. When she refuses to do so despite wanting to do so, to gain her trust, Lenora tells her that Mike's ex-husband is the one who killed him. Hearing this, Christine becomes quite convinced and agrees to kill Xenia. Now the scene of the next morning is shown where both of them plan a trip and decide to stay in a hotel. After a while, as per her plan, Lenora calls the reception and says that my husband is not coming, and during this time, she also sends a message to Xenia from Christine's mobile so that it can be proved that he was in the hotel during the murder. When Christine secretly leaves from the prison and reaches Xenia's house, now Xenia stops Christine from entering the house and asks her to close the door and go back, while Christine breaks the door and forcibly enters inside. Xenia comes and holds her and starts loving her. Then Xenia gets a message on her mobile and her mind starts wandering. Then Christine kisses her hard and urinates on her. Then on the other side, a client comes to the hotel for room service. Then Lenora starts talking loudly, and it seems that she is talking to her husband. And here, instead of killing Xenia, Christine says that both of them have a deep intersection which takes a lot of time. Now Lenora starts getting suspicious, and she decides to go there herself. Now it is shown that when Xenia is in the washroom without clothes and suddenly sees Lenora behind her in the mirror, she gets shocked. Then Lenora kills her with a sharp tooth. Now when Christine goes to the washroom, she finds Lenora covered in blood on Xenia's dead body. Now the scene of the next day is shown where Xenia's neighbors inform that Xenia is missing. Then the police reaches her house and starts investigating, but they do not find any DNA proof nor any fingerprints. Whereas the last message received on Jania's mobile is from Christine, then the investigation officers reach Christine and Lenora's house, where they answer them that both of them go on a trip on this day, for which they also have proof. The officer says that he investigated a lot, but he did not find any proof. During this time, Lenora agrees to burn Christine at a place. Now in the next scene, it is shown that the police are searching for Jania's body using dogs, whereas Christine reaches there while boating and manages to escape by setting fire. Christine sees Jania burning in the fire from a distance through binoculars. After this in the scene, it is shown that after this incident, both of them decide to sell their house and shift somewhere else, and now the intelligence officer is shown who tells his daughter that he considers Christine a criminal, but due to lack